First of all, I want to talk about USC because I thought the difference between where they were last year and this year, you can take a team overseas. I've had teams like that, and they figured out how to win. And I thought they were exceptional in terms of their confidence, their focus. We've seen them on tape a lot. They played with tremendous freedom and poise in that transition game, and we knew that was the number one thing we needed to stop. I don't think we did a very good job of it. I thought we started the game flat. For whatever reason, I'll take responsibility for that because we certainly talked enough about the energy in the game and playing a team that on the road over New Year's, that's coming in for practice, get down to bed, curfew, they get up together, they meet together, they go through walkthroughs. They were locked in and focused in. I didn't think we were very locked in to start the game. I thought the group that ended the first half and certainly started the second half, and throughout that second half, we had to go a little bit of small ball, played with a lot of grit, a lot more determination, a lot more fire, a lot more heart, and just a lot more energy, and that makes a difference in the game. They out-energized us and really took the fight to us the first half. I thought we did a much better job the second half, but we ran out of gas, ran out of steam, ran out of time.
Is that a point you'll make to your starters that some of the rotational players who came in later did bring more energy, were able to play more even with the
first part of that?
Is that something you note to the starters, that the rotational guys came in and were able to play even with USC?
Well, I don't think, I mean, I could note it, but it's obvious also. What I like to do is go back and look at film, because that film doesn't lie. You can see who gives you effort, who's in the right position, those types of things. And then you can come back and talk to your team as to, wait a minute here, where's the effort and the energy? Because I didn't think we played with a lot of intelligence and just not a lot of effort. They were the team that had the energy, and they were in attack mode to start the game, and they put us back on our heels. We kind of regrouped that when we went small ball and got more energy on the floor and came back in the game, but you expand so much energy to get back in it. About that 3 or 4 minutes ago, you cut it to 12, and I tried to get the timeout, but the official didn't see it, so we could get a breather, and they just kind of took the game over again from that point on.
Did they play with maybe more tempo than they did last year? Was there anything else that you didn't see last year from them?
I think the biggest thing between them last year and this year again is just understanding how to close and how to win games. They were in a lot of close basketball games last year and couldn't quite get over the hump as to how to win. And those games, a lot of those games came down the last 2 or 3 minutes, and they weren't getting blown out. They were losing by 9, 8, 7, or 6 like that. Well, the overseas a year later, they're much more mature, much more confident, and they figured out now how to close and how to continue to play through some situations where we started to come back, and they just took the time out, came back out, and kept moving again. I just credit that to growth on their part, and they're in a good place right now. They got a good team.
You started Valentine today, and they had a lot of points in the paint early. Do you think when he's in the game, maybe having that safety net allows players to ease up a little bit on defense?
I don't know if it was that or if it's the fact that we just weren't moving our feet. I don't think they eased up because Val's there. I think we were shocked just about their athleticism and how much they took the fight to us early on. We kind of neutralized it later. And then obviously Connor wasn't scoring, and he became a big liability having to guard that quickness on the floor, so we had to get him out of the game. So I don't know if I would say they were relaxed because Valentine was back there. I think it's more just because the mental part of having yourself ready to play, that slippage was there, and that team came out a lot more locked in than we did.
Is that the main reason for their dunks and layups, is just the intelligence and focus?
I think they're much more athletic than us. I think they played with much more energy and much more tempo than we did, and therefore they controlled the first half. It looked like a highlight reel out there with some of the plays they had, and we kind of neutralized all that the second half, just getting a group on the floor that played with more energy.
That one play where the guy dunked on Hawkinson, did you feel that maybe could have been a technical foul?
I've got to see the play. I mean, when you dunk, you have to have an opportunity to protect yourself. So you got to look at tape and see was the protection part of it gone, and then but that's not a factor in my opinion as to what happened in the game. That's just one play in the midst of many plays that were in our control that we didn't do the things we needed to do.
In the pursuit of getting more energy next game with such a quick turnaround, do you have a practice? Do you want them out there running, or do you want to rest the guys for UCLA?
No, we practice tomorrow. You got to get ready. You got to have practice to get a new game plan and do those types of things. So there's no time off. We're into Pac-12 play right now, and these guys have had enough time to rest. Trust me. It's more about just getting ready to play and redeeming yourself. We need to bounce back now and play a lot tougher basketball come Sunday.
Their pace and their speed, is that kind of the tempo you want to see from your guys? Eventually, you guys want to get to that point where you can play that fast?
Eventually, but we don't have the athletes they have to play at that pace right now. And again, they didn't play at that pace last year. They learned how to run and finish. It will look a lot different with those new guys a year from now also, just in terms of pace and confidence and all of those things. But for right now, I'm sure it was an eye-opener for those new guys, just how good this conference is going to be. And you can talk about it all you want, but they have to go through it. Case in point, last year what Colorado did to us, what Utah did to us, and we played those teams a lot tougher, obviously, second time around. But this is an opportunity to teach and move on and get ready for the next one.
Thank you.